The 4 Secret Habits of Every Successful Person. When it comes to being successful, certain people do it better than others. But what makes these people different? Is there something unusual about them physically? Do they have a different brain makeup than less successful people do? Actually, no. They just do certain things every single day to work towards that success. And you can do the same. Most people just know the end result, the success. But these are the secret habits that go on behind the scenes that make that success a reality. They make plans for everything. Whether they are trying to create a multi-billion-dollar business or lose 10 pounds, successful people make plans and then follow through on them. While some plans are successful and some fail, these winners learn from their past mistakes, and their future plans are even better than their past ones. They take inspiration from others. Whether it is by attending seminars, reading self-help books, or building relationships with people who have had success of their own, successful people are always on the lookout for more inspiration, more information, or tips to help them become better at whatever they are trying to accomplish. Successful people work regularly to improve, and they use these resources to figure out how to be a little better every single day. They live each day to the fullest. If this were your last day on Earth and you wanted to be remembered as a successful person, what would you do today to leave that legacy behind? Successful people have this mindset every day, and what they accomplish, or try to accomplish, reflects that. If you want to be successful, then you need to make sure that you are living each day as if it were the only day that you had to achieve the success you have always wanted. If you do that enough days, that success will quickly be yours. They don't care what other people are doing. While successful people take inspiration from other successful people, they use the information that they can without worrying about what someone else is doing. If someone had told Bill Gates that he needed to stop creating an operating system and instead build a computer, because that's what everyone else was doing at the time, he would have gone right ahead and continued to develop his software. Real leaders forge their own path. They don't follow the ones created by others. 6 tips to starting a new habit for success. When you are trying to create success in life, you start with building a habit. These habits for success will eventually lead to the end goal. But before you get to that point, you have to start at the beginning. This is where many people fail, because they don't know what to expect when starting a new habit. These 6 tips will help you get started, so that your chances of building a habit for success are a lot higher. 1. Train one at a time. If this is your first time developing habits, or if you have very little experience at it, you may want to train only one habit at a time. Developing more than one habit, especially if they are unrelated, may end up preventing you from success. 2. Take action daily. Do something every day towards your habit. You may be trying to develop a habit that only happens once a week, but while you are in the learning stage, you need to make sure that you remind yourself every single day. Otherwise, your habit may not stick. 3. Commit to 30 days. If you want to develop a new habit, then it is going to take at least 30 days to make it permanent, and depending upon the habit, sometimes quite a bit longer. Commit to 30 days no matter what, and then you can reevaluate and decide if you want to change things up. 4. Start small. One of the reasons that people fail is that they try to do too much too soon. For example, someone who is really out of shape might set a goal to run 3 miles a day, but their body is only capable of 1/4 of a mile, and they feel like a failure their first day on the job. Set your goals small until you know what you are capable of. 5. Know your triggers. Triggers can be positive or negative. If you know what triggers form bad habits or what triggers prompt good habits, you will be ahead of the game. 6. Write it down. When you write down your goals, research shows that you are much more likely to take them seriously. Write down the habits that you are trying to set, whether you do it on paper or on your phone, and then review them regularly until they are so deeply ingrained you'll never forget them. The 5 science-based secrets to sticking with new habits. When it comes to creating new habits, you don't have to rely on what some guru says on the daily talk shows. Science has actually done quite a bit of research on developing new habits, and there are science-based approaches that are proven to be successful. Here are 5 secrets to staying with a new habit that are based on actual research and science. 1. Keep it simple. Stick to developing one habit at a time, or if you develop more than one, make sure that your habits reinforce each other. For example, if you want to get in shape, developing new habits in the areas of diet and exercise reinforce each other, while trying to get to the gym every day and spend an extra 2 hours working on your online business may actually conflict. 2. Know why you failed in the past. If you know why your past efforts failed, you will avoid making those same mistakes again. On the other hand, if you blindly plunge forward without evaluating your past efforts, you will probably make the same mistakes without even realizing it. 3. Track your progress. There is a reason why there are so many apps and computer programs for tracking goals. They actually work. Everyone likes to track their progress a little differently, which is why the sheer number of apps exist. So pick the method that works best for you, whether that be electronic or paper, or on a whiteboard on your living room wall, and track your progress daily. 4. Start early. It is difficult to be successful when you wake up at noon, unless you work the night shift, of course. And the earlier you get a start on things, the better off you will be. This doesn't just mean getting up early. It also means getting an early start on projects and not putting things off until the last minute. Always start earlier than you plan to, and you will have the advantage. 5. Engage with other people. Other people can be a big help when it comes to sticking with new habits. Your friends and family can sometimes stand in the way, but they can also offer support and accountability. Obviously, you want to pick the right people, but when you have a support network that cares about your success, you will have a higher chance of achieving it.